Hello, everyone. Imagine waking up every morning and feeling your English has improved overnight. It sounds almost magical, doesn't it? But what if I told you there's a scientifically backed method to enhance your English skills while you sleep? Today, we will explore the fascinating world of learning English during sleep and how you can use this powerful tool to transform your language journey. Learning a new language is often associated with long hours of study, repetition, and practice. Most people think that mastering English requires waking hours filled with textbooks, apps, classes, and conversations. While these methods are essential, there is another layer to learning that many overlook: the role of your subconscious mind. Your brain doesn't simply switch off when you sleep. In fact, it remains highly active, processing information, consolidating memories, and reinforcing learning. This is where sleep learning, or hypnopedia, comes into play. Sleep learning is not about cramming entire grammar rules or memorizing long lists of vocabulary while you snore. That's unrealistic and largely ineffective. Instead, it's about creating a consistent exposure to the language in a way that your brain absorbs naturally while you rest. Think of it like planting seeds in a garden. During the day, you water the seeds with practice and effort. During the night, the seeds grow quietly in the background, fueled by your subconscious mind. Scientific studies support this approach. Researchers have found that the brain can indeed process auditory information during sleep. While deep sleep may limit comprehension, lighter stages of sleep, like the phase just before waking, allow your brain to pick up sounds, words, and even emotional tones. This means that listening to English phrases, vocabulary, and simple conversations before and during sleep can reinforce your learning without conscious effort. So how do you start? The first step is creating an ideal environment. Your bedroom should be comfortable, quiet, and free from distractions. Background noise can interfere with the absorption of information. Next, choose the type of content that matches your current level of English. Beginners may benefit from simple phrases, greetings, or daily vocabulary, while intermediate learners can use more complex sentences, storytelling, or dialogues. Advanced learners might focus on pronunciation nuances, idiomatic expressions, or even listening to audiobooks or podcasts in English. Consistency is crucial. Playing English audio just once won't create noticeable results. Your brain needs repeated exposure. Ideally, set aside 30 to 60 minutes before bed for listening. You can play it softly in the background as you fall asleep, or use a looped track during the night. Modern technology makes this easy. There are apps, audio programs, and even specially designed sleep learning tracks that focus on key vocabulary and phrases. The key is to maintain a calm, relaxed state as you drift into sleep. Stress and overthinking can reduce the effectiveness of this technique. Sleep learning also works best when combined with active daytime practice. Think of your brain like a sponge. Listening while asleep primes it, but waking practice ensures you absorb and use the language consciously. For example, if you listened to phrases about ordering food during sleep, try using them the next day at a cafe or with a friend. Repetition bridges the gap between subconscious absorption and conscious recall. Another critical factor is your mindset. Believing in the process and committing to it daily enhances results. The subconscious mind is highly influenced by attitude and expectation. If you are skeptical, your brain may filter out the information. Embrace the method with curiosity and patience. Remember, progress may be subtle at first, but persistence yields tangible improvements. Many learners report surprising results after incorporating sleep learning into their routine. They notice improved listening comprehension, more natural pronunciation, and quicker recall of vocabulary. Some even start thinking in English without forcing themselves. While it's not a replacement for active study and interaction, Sleep learning serves as a powerful supplement, like having a quiet tutor who works tirelessly while you rest. To maximize effectiveness, create your own personalized audio content. Record yourself speaking English phrases, sentences, or dialogues. Listening to your own voice while asleep can enhance retention because your brain is familiar with the sounds. Pair this with background sounds or soft music to create a pleasant listening experience. Avoid overly complicated material. Simplicity ensures your brain can process it without conscious strain. Sleep learning also taps into the emotional side of memory. Associating English phrases with positive emotions, storytelling, or visualization can make learning more effective. For instance, imagine yourself successfully ordering a meal, introducing yourself, or having a conversation in English while listening to corresponding phrases before sleep. Your brain links the language to a positive experience, reinforcing recall. Finally, track your progress. Keep a journal or voice notes about new words, phrases, or sentences you notice yourself using. Celebrate small victories, such as understanding a song lyric without translation or responding to a conversation naturally. Sleep learning is a journey. It won't replace effort, but it enhances it, creating a bridge between conscious study and subconscious absorption. In the next parts, we will explore practical techniques, types of audio content to use, daily routines, and ways to optimize your sleep for maximum English retention. We'll also address common questions and misconceptions about sleep learning, ensuring you have a complete roadmap for success. Now that we understand the science behind sleep learning, let's dive into practical techniques you can use every night. One of the simplest methods is listening to English audio while falling asleep. Choose content that matches your level. For beginners, start with short, clear phrases like greetings, numbers, colors, or simple daily conversations. For intermediate learners, incorporate short stories, idiomatic expressions, or dialogues. Advanced learners can listen to podcasts, audiobooks, or news reports in English. The key is clarity and repetition, not complexity. It's important to keep the audio at a soft, comfortable volume. If it's too loud, it can disturb your sleep and reduce retention. Many learners find it helpful to use headphones, while others prefer playing the audio softly through a speaker across the room. Experiment and find what allows you to relax without strain. Your subconscious mind absorbs information most effectively when you are in a calm, relaxed state. Looping audio is another effective strategy. You can create playlists of selected phrases or stories that repeat throughout the night. Repetition is crucial for long-term retention. For instance, if you want to learn phrases for travel, have a 30 to 60-minute loop with travel-related vocabulary, simple sentences, and dialogues. Your brain hears the same words multiple times, gradually storing them for easier recall during the day. Visualization can greatly enhance sleep learning. As you listen, imagine the scenes described in the audio. If the audio mentions ordering coffee at a cafe, picture yourself walking into a cafe, greeting the barista, and ordering confidently in English. This combination of auditory input and mental imagery strengthens your memory. Your brain connects language with visual and emotional experiences, making recall faster and more natural. Another approach is recording your own voice. When you speak and record phrases, sentences, or short dialogues in English, you create familiarity with the sounds. Listening to your own voice while asleep increases recognition and boosts confidence in using the language. It's like practicing with yourself in a safe, non-judgmental environment. This method works particularly well for pronunciation and intonation. Consistency is key. Sleep learning is not a magic shortcut, it complements regular practice. Pair nightly listening with daytime exercises. For example, if your sleep audio focuses on travel phrases, try using those phrases in real-life situations the next day. Write them down, repeat them aloud, or incorporate them into conversations. The combination of subconscious absorption and conscious practice creates strong, lasting results. The timing of your sleep learning also matters. Research suggests that lighter stages of sleep, particularly just before waking, allow better absorption of auditory information. Listening to audio while falling asleep and again just before waking can maximize retention. If you use an alarm, consider playing a soft English audio track as you wake, reinforcing the language with fresh, alert attention. Avoid overloading your brain with complex material. Sleep learning is most effective with short, clear, and repetitive content. Instead of trying to memorize grammar rules or long passages, focus on vocabulary, short sentences, and essential phrases. Simplicity ensures your brain can absorb the information without conscious effort, allowing subconscious processing to work naturally. Sleep learning can also be integrated with mindfulness and relaxation techniques. Before sleep, spend a few minutes in deep breathing or meditation while playing English audio. This calms the mind, reduces stress, and prepares your brain for optimal absorption. The relaxed state helps the subconscious focus on language patterns rather than extraneous thoughts or worries. Technology makes sleep learning easier than ever. There are apps specifically designed for hypnopedia, offering curated English phrases, dialogues, and stories. You can also use standard audio players with loop features or playlist creation. Some learners even combine audio with soft background music or nature sounds to create a soothing, immersive experience. The key is comfort and regularity. Motivation plays a huge role. Believe in the process, even if results seem slow initially. Many learners report noticeable improvements after a few weeks. You may start recognizing words and phrases in movies, songs, or conversations without effort. Your subconscious mind gradually integrates these new elements into your language skills. Patience and persistence are vital. Finally, consider sleep learning as part of a broader language routine. Combine it with active speaking, writing, reading, and listening during the day. The subconscious absorption at night reinforces conscious learning during the day. Over time, your vocabulary grows, pronunciation improves, and understanding becomes more intuitive. Sleep learning is not a replacement, but a multiplier. It makes your daily efforts more effective. Let's now focus on optimizing your routine to get the most out of sleep learning. Creating a consistent schedule is essential. Your brain thrives on repetition and predictability. So try to go to bed at the same time each night and wake up at the same time each morning. Consistency helps your mind anticipate the learning process and increases retention. Pairing sleep learning with a relaxing bedtime ritual, like dimming lights, reading a few pages in English, or gentle stretching, prepares your brain for maximum absorption. Choosing the right type of audio content is equally important. For beginners, prioritize basic vocabulary, common phrases, and simple dialogues. Intermediate learners can focus on storytelling, short news segments, or dialogues that include idiomatic expressions. Advanced learners may include podcasts, audiobooks, or lectures. Avoid content that is too dense, technical, or stressful, as this can interfere with relaxation and reduce the effectiveness of sleep learning. The goal is gentle, repetitive exposure that your subconscious can absorb naturally. Volume and clarity are key. Audio should be soft but clear enough to be intelligible. Too loud and it may disrupt sleep. Too soft and your brain might not register the sounds. If possible, use high-quality headphones or speakers to ensure crisp, natural sound. Some learners prefer binaural beats or soft background music alongside the English audio. This can enhance relaxation while maintaining language exposure. But make sure the music does not compete with the words. Tracking your progress helps maintain motivation. Keep a notebook or voice memo of new words, phrases, or sentences you notice yourself using. Over time, you will see tangible improvement. Celebrate small wins, such as understanding a song lyric without translation or forming a sentence naturally in conversation. Recognizing progress reinforces your commitment to daily practice, both awake and asleep. A common question is whether sleep learning can replace traditional study. The answer is no, at least not entirely. Sleep learning works best as a supplement, enhancing your existing skills. Active practice remains crucial. Speaking, writing, reading, and engaging with English content during the day strengthens conscious understanding. Sleep learning reinforces these efforts, helping you internalize vocabulary, phrases, and pronunciation more naturally. Avoid trying to overload your mind. Your brain cannot absorb everything at once, especially while sleeping. Focus on a limited set of vocabulary or phrases each night. Short, repeated exposure is far more effective than long, complex passages. Think of it as planting seeds. A few seeds tended consistently will grow stronger than 100 scattered at once. Integrating visualization amplifies learning. As you listen, picture yourself using the language in real-life situations. Imagine ordering food, introducing yourself, or having a conversation with a friend. Your brain forms neural connections between the words and the imagined experiences, making recall during the day easier and more automatic. Emotional engagement strengthens memory, so make these visualizations positive and engaging. Another powerful strategy is pairing sleep learning with daytime review. If your audio focuses on travel vocabulary, practice those words during the day. Speak them aloud, write them in sentences, or use them in conversation. This combination of subconscious absorption at night and conscious use during the day ensures deep, long-lasting learning. The more ways you engage with the material, the stronger your retention becomes. Sleep hygiene is essential for maximizing learning. Ensure your bedroom is dark, quiet, and cool. Reduce exposure to screens and bright lights before bed, as blue light can interfere with sleep quality. Good sleep quality allows your brain to cycle naturally through REM and lighter stages, which are critical for memory consolidation and language absorption. Even the best audio won't help if your sleep is fragmented or insufficient. Finally, patience is key. Sleep learning is a gradual process. Initial results may be subtle. You might notice understanding phrases more easily or picking up vocabulary faster. Over weeks, these small gains accumulate. Consistent effort, combined with nighttime exposure and daytime practice, leads to significant improvement. Remember, mastery takes time, but your brain is always learning, even when you rest. Now let's explore advanced techniques and ways to maximize long-term retention through sleep learning. One highly effective method is thematic audio sessions. Instead of randomly choosing phrases, focus each night on a specific theme. For example, one night could be about travel, another about work, another about daily routines. By clustering related vocabulary and sentences, your brain forms stronger associations, making recall faster and more intuitive. This also reduces cognitive overload, allowing your subconscious to absorb information more efficiently. In addition to thematic learning, progressive repetition is crucial. Start with a small set of words or phrases, and once they become familiar, gradually introduce new material while still reviewing the old. This layering technique prevents forgetting and strengthens neural pathways. For instance, if you learn 10 new travel phrases this week, next week, keep those 10 in the loop while adding 10 more. Over time, your subconscious builds a large interconnected vocabulary network without feeling overwhelmed. Another powerful tool is interactive sleep learning, which involves reviewing phrases just before bedtime and immediately after waking. You can speak or write the phrases aloud, then play them again softly while falling asleep. When you wake, repeat or recall them once more. This three-step cycle, active review, subconscious listening, and immediate recall, maximizes memory consolidation. It turns passive exposure into an active, multi-layered learning process. Pronunciation improvement can also benefit greatly from sleep learning. Listening to native speakers repeatedly helps your brain internalize intonation, stress, and rhythm of English speech. Pair this with shadowing. During the day, repeat aloud what you heard at night. Even if you only mimic sounds initially, over time, your accent, fluency, and natural phrasing will improve significantly. The combination of subconscious exposure and conscious repetition is incredibly effective for speaking skills. A common challenge is distraction or discomfort during sleep learning. Some learners feel restless or notice little effect. To address this, ensure your environment supports deep sleep. Keep your bedroom quiet, cool, and dark. If you are sensitive to headphones, consider small speakers at low volume or pillow-integrated audio devices. Experiment with timing, volume, and content until you find what allows you to relax fully. Comfort is key. If your mind is stressed, the subconscious absorption decreases. Another tip is emotional tagging. Memory works best when emotions are involved. Pair the phrases you listen to with positive feelings. For example, if the audio mentions a friendly greeting, visualize yourself smiling and receiving a warm response. Associating language with pleasant experiences strengthens recall and makes the learning process more enjoyable. Over time, this emotional connection turns language acquisition into a natural, effortless process. Consistency over time is non-negotiable. Set a schedule, daily or nightly, and stick to it. Even 20 to 30 minutes per night of focused sleep learning combined with daytime practice produces noticeable results in a few weeks. Like physical exercise, the benefits compound over time. Skipping sessions disrupts the rhythm and slows progress. Your subconscious thrives on routine. Repetition embeds language naturally. It's also helpful to combine multiple senses. Listening is primary during sleep, but engaging with English visually and physically during the day enhances absorption. Read sentences, write them down, and speak them aloud. Play a short video in English, then listen to a corresponding audio track while asleep. This multi-sensory approach creates stronger neural connections and improves comprehension, retention, and fluency. Finally, track and celebrate progress. Keep a journal of new words, sentences, and expressions you recall effortlessly. Notice improvements in your conversations, understanding of media, or ability to think in English. Recognizing these milestones reinforces motivation and shows that sleep learning is effective. It transforms passive exposure into measurable achievement. Sleep learning is not magic, but it is a powerful accelerator for language acquisition. It works best when combined with active study, consistent routines, thematic focus, repetition, and emotional engagement. By carefully structuring your audio sessions, reviewing material before and after sleep, and maintaining a relaxed environment, your English skills can grow while you rest. Over time, you'll find yourself understanding, speaking, and thinking in English with greater ease and confidence, all thanks to the untapped potential of your subconscious mind. By following these strategies, sleep learning becomes more than a curiosity. It becomes a practical, consistent, and highly effective part of your English journey. Combine patience, consistency, and creativity, and you'll awaken not only rested, but also closer to mastering the language you aspire to learn.